Greetings, travelers. I started playing World of Warcraft during MoP, and I wanted to tell you my view on Classic from a retail player's perspective. But I want you to sit back, relax, grab your Zero Ultras, grab your Red Bulls. I wanted to make this a comfy video, although I do tend to derail quite a bit. Firstly, a disclaimer. I'm a fresh cock. I don't have access to a Classic client. I don't know what zones were changed since vanilla. I'm also a dumbass. My name is Feldenkrais, and I love World of Warcraft. I wanted to play it for the longest time, and then I finally made an account. They're in MoP. Shit, I hated it. Already then I knew the previous expansions were way cooler when I leveled up throughout them. The vast and incredibly varied landscapes of the vanilla continent, and the awesome alien outland, and the cold, frigid landscapes of Northrend, which felt so much more at home since I live in Sweden. And then there was MoP. Some shitty Kung Fu Panda bullshit, I thought. But I still played it, and I loved it. Not because of the setting, I loved the game in spite of it. The friends I met, the guilds I joined, and in-depth PvP I never raided, and barely did any dungeons. I just did what I liked. PvP and just roaming around, meeting people, helping them and shitting on them. That's what it was all about. Then Draenor was announced. It looked awesome, sounded corny, but most important of all, I got to say goodbye to all that panda shit, am I right? In the end, it turned out like shit. And it was just kinda downhill from there. Through Legion and now BFA. And yet again, my interest was piqued when Jay started talking about ice cream on BlizzCon. I had the biggest gacha moment of my life. I think everyone from a 200-meter radius heard my cataclysmically legendary moan of pure climactic pleasure, and it was awesome. I would finally have the chance to play the game that made history, and have withstood the test of time by still being relevant today. Well, almost. I thought everyone was gonna love this announcement when Classic was gonna come back, yet a lot of rose-tinted glasses argument have popped up. The game as it is today is probably one of the shittiest game out in the market, yet people refuse to believe the game might have been better back in the day. But Phil, then why is it earning so much money then, huh? All I really have to say against that is two letters, EA. They pump out the shittiest game every year, jamming in as much pay to win as possible, and these brain dead casuals just keep giving them money. The people that play World of Warcraft now, I can't imagine them being the same people that played it back then. I never played Classic, I started in MoP, and even I know the game would be a ton times better without LFR, LFG, without perfect balance, with class identity and a reason to speak to people. Multiple difficulties on raids, I feel I've killed the awe and achievement of delving into the most deadly and hostile places in the game. Because if you can't beat it, just lower the difficulty. Just do LFR and you'll see the place just like any other player. I killed him in LFR, normal and heroic. We're currently progressing on him and mythic now. I don't know what it was like before LFR, but it sounds way cooler just saying you killed Nefarian. He's dead. Not beta Nefarian, not mediocre Nefarian, the Neferi, we killed that son of a bitch, and we cut his fucking head off as a trophy. Okay, I think it's time for me to calm down a bit. Now LFR, in particular, together with LFG, suffered from the same disease. Random matchmaking. Easy content, so there's no reason to communicate. Cross-server play makes the chances of you mating the same people again slim to none, so there's no reason to build a reputation for yourself. You're also no longer viewed as a person anymore as a result. You are not just being seen as a variable by Blizzard themselves, but you're also just an eye level and an IO score to the players as well. They couldn't care less about you. And when no one cares about you, why would you try and talk with them? If you for some reason try and do it, talking in the dungeon, they will either stay silent till you mess up, to yell at you, or tell you to shut up. So after a few runs like this, even a sociable person in World of Warcraft will eventually turn silent as well. The community is rotten, because it's too large. Good luck making friends in this environment. If you have to go all out, add them to your guild friend list, spam him with whispers and never let him go. Or just not bother and let him fade out like our hopes and dreams in BFA. The game back then had server caps and no facing. The people you met were there, and there were no other people on a different face you couldn't see. Each server naturally got their own community, their own personality without even trying. RP servers got weird, PvP got toxic, and PvE were filled with beta cucks. It was the natural state of things. It was beautiful. When I tried the World of Warcraft Classic demo, I fell in love. Just playing those measly 4 levels in Westfall and the Barrens made me fall in love with World of Warcraft again. Not the same love I got in MoP, a stronger one. It was the opposite feeling I feel now in BFA. I did not want it to end. But I will remember that 1 week probably for the rest of my life. It was everything I wanted World of Warcraft to be. Simple, imbalanced, totally community driven. People gave out tips how to get a chicken pet in Westfall. People formed groups to do high-level contents in Southern Barrens. In that short week, I had the most fun playing World of Warcraft I've ever had. And I can't wait to play my warrior in Classic this summer, slowly grinding away, leveling my mining and blacksmithing in tandem, even though I was told not to. Just having fun, eating between poles and asking mages I come across for conjured food, and asking for buffs and grouping for quests. What I want to come to is this. I can imagine things to do in Classic. So many things. But I can't imagine myself playing BFA anymore.